All right, we are backstage with Mark Hadar from Vinli. I think hopefully most of our readers caught your presentation, but for those who didn't, can you give us the 1 or 2 sentence explanation of what Vinli is?
Yeah, absolutely. Vinli is a connected car platform that enables developers to build applications and services for your car. In terms of what it means for a consumer, think of it as an actual small device. You plug it into any car manufactured after 1996, and instantly you can get a technology upgrade and get access to application service-free vehicle for $50.
Mm-hmm. And so you just got off the stage presenting as a finalist. How do you think it went?
I'm not sure, actually. Yeah.
It's a tough question.
Yeah, so I have no idea. So we'll see how.
You're supposed to just sort of straight face it. It was great. We're gonna kill it.
It's really interesting. I have no idea. We'll see. What the judges are going to say. But the judges asked a lot of smart questions. There are a few probably answers I wish I elaborated a little bit more on, just in terms of what we want to do in the near future. Like, for example, I forgot to mention our Vinli OS is going to be in the car, and also I forgot to mention our retrofitted dashboard that's going to be in the car, which are really important points. I have no idea why I completely forgot that. But in general, I mean, it was a good Q&A, and it's been a wonderful experience so far.
Right. So if I'm understanding correctly, part of the advantage of Vinli versus sort of some of these other kind of connected car systems is the fact that you don't actually have to sort of work really closely with the car manufacturers. It's something that a consumer can kind of put in for themselves, right?
Yep, absolutely. So it's basically, the main important thing is that Vinli works on new cars and old cars.
Right.
As long as your car is manufactured after 1996.
Right.
That's a huge thing. And also it's just a device, you plug it in, you get access to multiple applications and services, not just like one.
And I remember after your initial presentation, there was some discussion, is it all cars or all cars that are gas powered?
Actually, all cars that are gas powered, which basically made most of the cars.
Right. And so one of the things you said on stage when they were kind of pressing you and kind of how you were different was also this idea that you consider yourself a true technology platform. What do you mean by that?
Well, basically, it is basically, think of it, it's the flexibility and robustness of the platform and the ability of completely abstracting all cars into API calls for developers, right? And taking all that complicated stuff from the car and simplifying it with simple API calls for developers. That's the first part. The second part is that it's really a platform starting from the hardware, you can customize it. Even our hardware is completely customizable for developers, and all the way to the back end. And second, we're not the kind of company we want to push our applications. We're really creating a platform to push developer applications. So that's why it's like, our platform is 100% right from the start focused on developers. So that's why we designed Vinli right from the start around that premise, and we started thinking, how can we create a framework where they can actually create hardware devices, mobile applications, web service, and all that in the most seamless fashion. And we built everything around that.
Right. So I know that a lot of times platform companies, especially new platform companies, don't love this question because you want it to be very open. But that said, I mean, do you think there are specific types of applications that you think are going to be, particularly powerful, especially initially? Yeah.
So that's why we created a few core applications right from the start, right? Because we didn't want, we didn't want to go and for developers to do all the heavy lifting to put it in the consumer's, hands. So we built a few applications, and we started looking at car manufacturers, right, and automakers, and start seeing what are the actual applications that they already have and services that you already have. And we started okay, let's go and enable those for all aftermarket vehicles, right? Starting from the actual, most famous one is, accident and crash reporting and detection services, right? Starting from that, we created a service similar to what OnStar is, right? And without the price tag, of course, but we open it to any car out there. Application to track your vehicle, right? So we created those. And what we did, we created that on a very small, low price point where consumers can actually go and buy it, and it makes sense. You can have an upgrade for your car at a maximum of $150.
Right.
So we built a number of applications. We also even have applications to save you money, right? Because also we wanted to also have not only a safety value, we wanted to also have a monetary value for consumers. So for example, there's an app we have called Auto, which diagnoses your car and gets bids for you, from mechanics and service shops, or insured, which could reduce your insurance premium, right? So there is also a monetary value for them. And
that's great, because actually I remember we were talking about Vinli Backstage, and someone was saying, oh man, if they could do like a diagnostic in my car, that'd be great. So we didn't realize that existed. So I think Mike Butcher will be very excited to hear that. So for my last question, let me just ask you, if somehow Vinli doesn't win, which of the Battlefield companies do you think should win?
I honestly did not look at any of the other companies because honestly, I just wanted to focus on our presentation and our pitch. And honestly, most of my focus in the last 24 hours is basically responding to developers. Because, I mean, we had like huge, 26 applications have been submitted, hundreds of developers already signed up on our platform. And, developers are very sensitive.
Right.
You've got to respond, you've got to be, very, proactive in your response. So what we've done, we've been focusing on that because we did not expect that we're going to get that much attention, thanks to TechCrunch. So that's what made my focus. So I didn't look at the other.
That's fair enough. Well, congratulations on making it this far, and good luck with the rest of it.
Thank you. Thank you.